Today I'm joined by the wonderful Elise, otherwise known as Foxy, who is a social media goddess.
Hi.
Welcome, and thank you for coming on. Social media. How did one get involved into the world of social media? And what is it you do on social media?
So I started social media when I was really young, maybe like 13.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started with like YouTube when I was making like video stars. Have you ever heard of that?
Sorry, video...
Video star.
No, tell me, break it down.
It's honestly a huge throwback. Like me and my friends were all like doing video stars all together when we were like 13. So basically you'll like pick out a song for like 30 seconds and then you'll film yourself like almost like a little music video. Yeah. And then like afterwards you edit it and stuff. So me and my friends started doing it and I got really into it.
Yes.
So like every day, like after school, I would like even do it on my own and start making my YouTube channel and stuff. Yeah.
I love that. So was that if like a 30-second any video, any music clip or anything like that?
Yeah, but you had to actually like buy the song on like iTunes and stuff, and like I was 13, I was very broke, so but they also did have free songs, but they're also sometimes a little bit cringe, some of the songs.
Okay.
Okay.
What made them cringy was just the just really just how bad the songs were, or were they the free songs, were they good, or were they just like...
Some of them were honestly like bangers, some of them were so good and I really enjoyed it, but then some of them were like kind of like more kiddish, because I feel like a lot of kids really used it, because it was like Baby Shark kind of vibes, and I was like, I guess I can do this.
Okay.
Yeah, that was interesting. It was like kind of sometimes it'd be like songs like that, and I was like, I can still work with it and stuff, and like I understand, like I appreciate the song and everything, but I was like, I kind of want to do my own songs like Nicki Minaj or something.
Yeah, super bass or something.
That would be so fun, but 13-year-old, I feel like maybe shouldn't do that.
I was going. Oh yeah, saying that. Yes, I just like the tunes, and then it's like actually you listen, and then you actually hear the lyrics sometimes of the songs, and it's like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't.
I remember when I was like, I don't know how old I was, maybe like 8 years old or something. I remember listening to like Lily Allen and like her songs. I was like proper going for it, but I didn't realise what the lyrics were back then. But now I listen to it now, and I'm like, oh my god, they're really dirty.
That's like that's what that song meant, and it's like.
I'm gobsmacked, and I remember like my parents just laughing at me because I had no idea what was going on. It was so interesting.
Yeah, so you sort of learn or pick up new phrases or... Oh my, yes. I got banned from PE lessons actually at school because I repeated a phrase I heard in one of the music and I didn't know what some of the words meant. And I said them at school and then
They banned you from PE?
They banned me from PE.
That sounds great.
Actually, it was. Listening to London Underground when I was in year 6 or something. Yes, and calling my teacher the C-bomb. I didn't know what it... I didn't realise, so that's how I got banned from PE. So I just get to read magazines and stuff during PE times.
It's definitely not good to say the word, but I feel like that's kind of not even a punishment in my eyes. I wouldn't mind like reading some magazines.
That's it, sort of just get banned, just, sort of get banned from PE and just read magazines. It's a win-win. So you did that phase?
Yeah, I did that for like a couple of years until I was like 16 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, and I gained like, well, back then it was like I sometimes went viral on like the app because there'll be featured videos and stuff, but back then I thought that was a load of like views. Like sometimes I'd hit like 10,000 views and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool.
It's like in days, my video's got 100 views. 100 is like, yes, we've made
Honestly,
it.
as soon as I saw like 10 views, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so gassed. But then over the years, I think one of them got like 10,000. I was like, oh my gosh, I really enjoy doing this. This is so fun.
Because what was it about you enjoyed? You enjoyed kind of like creating.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed creating, kind of doing it in my own time.
Yes.
And I liked also like just also the social aspects as well, because I met so many people through it as well.
Okay.
And it's also really fun with like friends as well to kind of collaborate with.
Yes.
So I've always really enjoyed it ever since I was very young. I feel like that's how I started getting into it.
Okay.
But that was all on YouTube, so...
Okay, yes. And then when you kind of got to 16, did you kind of stop doing...
Yeah.
Yes.
I had like GCSEs come up, so I was like, okay, I'm going to stop doing it and whatnot. And so I decided to stop. And then afterwards, like I started working and everything. So I kind of stopped doing social media for a while. And then COVID came, and then I saw like the app TikTok, and I was like, okay, let's see if I can give this a go.
Oh, okay. Because you probably did it, you enjoyed doing it as a child, then you sort of do adulting and stuff. But then COVID was your...
Yeah, that was kind of my push, because I was like fellowed for a while in one of my jobs. So I was like, what am I going to do? So I was like, you know what, I'll make some videos and stuff. Why not?
Fantastic. I love that. So what sort of videos were you making during kind of the COVID lockdown?
Just kind of everything and anything. Like, it was so random sometimes. Sometimes it'd be like a little cooking video. Sometimes it'd be like a sports video. And then a lot of them were like cat videos.
Oh, with your own cats? I take
Yeah.
it. Yes, you weren't just finding cats in the streets
Oh,
or something.
no.
No, okay.
Oh, that'd be quite good content. I don't know if anyone does that. That's an idea, actually.
Actually, I think that could be. Probably you'd get in trouble with the RSPCA or something. You were just stealing cat.
Oh, no, not stealing them, but you
Not
do like
stealing
a little video. Be
cat.
like, look at this cat. Rate the cat.
Right. Yes. I hadn't thought. Yes.
Go around like being like, this cat is like 10 out of 10, friendly. You can tell when it's like wanting to be pet or something. That'd be quite cool.
Actually, that could be like one of those like really like.
I don't know, because sometimes I get scared of cats like on the street, because I'm like, I can't tell if it wants to be like friendly towards me or if I want to be scared. That should totally be like a thing.
That could be the thing. And it's like, is this randomly patting cats in the streets of London? And
I just feel like all of it would just not be nice to you, to be honest.
I just, you got that idea, and it's like, after we finish filming, I think we should do that. And it'd be like, actually, you're there stroking a cat, and this one's nice, this one let me pat, oh, this one scratched me, or this one bit me, or
this one's run after me, oh my God, no.
And this one, that's it, this one's now on my shoulders or something. This one's now gone in my car.
To be fair, I did have a cat at one point that where I was living a while back. It would like walk into like my house. It wasn't my cat; it was my like neighbour's cat.
Yes.
It would just walk into my house, and I was like, "This cat's great."
Okay.
Should have done content with that cat. To be fair, I did one day. I did like a little like video, and it came in. I was like, "Oh yeah."
Here it is. Yes. Oh, today we're joined by our house visitor. So during lockdown, you were making the videos, and you were just day in the life of Elise or Foxy.
Yeah, it was just kind of that kind of thing. I think my first like video that went really well was actually a video of my cat. So my cat was like a COVID cat. She was really clingy. So like if I went to go like leave for the shops, like she would come and walk me to the shop, and then she would leave like herself like outside a Tesco. I'll go and do my little groceries and everything. I come back and then I'll just like call for her and she'll come and walk me back home. It was the cutest thing ever. So I made that into a TikTok and it went really well. And I was like, appreciation of the move.
Yes, okay. And then did that the videos you were did that kind of evolve into more videos you were making, or did the direction change at all? Or
it started to change after like I started making those kind of videos, and then I did loads of other stuff, and I started like showing my face, and then I got loads of people commenting on that. They were like, "Oh, you look like Sophie Turner," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I decided to like comment on the Sophie Turner comment, and then it went viral. It like hit like 4 million views. I was just like, what the hell is this?
Sorry, whoa. Step that. So with the first video, you weren't showing your. It was just more like a case of
what I'm doing during the day, that kind of thing.
Almost kind of like a POV style.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why I get my face involved, like doing my daily cooking or like my like yoga or anything like that. I started showing my face, and then people start commenting and stuff.
Okay, and they said you look like Sophie Turner. And for my ignorance, who is Sophie Turner?
She played Sansa from Game of Thrones, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know the one. Yes. Okay. Yes.
She also dated. I think she dated, or she was married to like Nick Jonas. I think it was.
Oh, from the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
They were the Disney show. Or Disney. Yes.
Jonas Brothers. Yeah.
Jonas Brothers.
I was like, you were living my dream.
You're okay. I don't really know the Jonas. So I'm not sure if I would marry. But given the opportunity, it sounds like one would marry the Jonas Brothers.
I don't see why not. They seem lovely as well. They seem very like wholesome as well.
If you hear that, cool. Nick Jonas. Okay, and in that video you just replied to the comments.
I replied to the comment being like, I don't feel like I look like Sophie Turner, and it just like people were kind of angry in the comments being like, you look like her, blah blah blah.
Oh, okay. And probably actually by them fighting in the comment section made the video go even more
up, yeah, because I'll comment being like, I'm sorry, I didn't realise.
I'm so sorry, I just want to be I'm just Elise. Yes,
it's just me. Yeah, it was very interesting. I had like loads of people commenting. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Yes.
But it's very overwhelming at the same time, but yeah, it was very interesting.
Talk about that. That's something, it's almost kind of, you've got the two levels, and if you don't mind talking about that, you sort of on one side as you say, you're just yourself, but people are just saying you look like Sophie Turner, and then it goes kind of viral. Kind of, what's that? Is it kind of like, how does one feel like when is it like, yes, it's gone viral, or what's that feeling like?
It was very hit and miss, to be honest, because like I'm a very creative person as it is. Like I really try hard in all my work and everything, and I want that to be appreciated.
Yes.
And then it was somewhat appreciated, and then the Sophie Turner comment went viral, and that was even more appreciated. But I'm like, that's just my looks. It's not like what I can actually physically do or anything like that. But obviously, it has helped and boosted, which is very cool.
Yes.
So I do feel like it's very hit and miss. It's like, yay, it's helped. But also, like, hopefully everyone likes my creativity and all my videos and content as well.
Yes, that's an interesting one, and that might be, we'll touch on that later, but it might be worth touching on that now, kind of with like social media as well. It's a lot of times people judge it, or they watch you make content on social media because of who you are, but then people on social media, you as you say, you want that appreciation to be felt for your work rather than you might look like Sophie Turner.
Yeah, they kind of put like a sticker on me being like, you're a lookalike and that's it. But I'm like, I can do so much more as well. But also, it's also kind of a slay because she is hot. So I don't mind.
It's a compliment.
It's definitely a compliment.
It's definitely, okay. Oh, that's good. I'm not sure who my celebrity lookalike I think is Ron Weasley. But I think it's just because of
the ginger hair.
The ginger hair. It's just like that is the only... And Ed Sheeran. I don't look like Ed. I don't feel
like you look like either of them, to be fair. But yeah, obviously we're both like gingers as well. So like a lot of people put us in these like specific categories. Be like, you look like this person, but it's just because they're ginger.
Yes.
That's why everyone thought I looked like Sophie Turner just because I'm a redhead.
Okay. Yes.
But I was like, it's fine. She's hot, so
it's fine. We'll
I can work with that.
We'll own it. Have you? Oh yeah. Yes. Have you? Yes. Wonderful. Yes. I don't know if there's much bullying still online now these days about people going, oh, you're gin. Do you remember Copper Cap? The gingers have souls.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. When that went viral, I was still in school. I was like, oh, God, here we go. I didn't want to go to school that day. I really didn't.
The National Kick a Ginger Day and all of those. It was just like, oh.
It's a National Kiss a Ginger Day now as well.
Is it?
There is as well. I'm like, yay. I don't know. If some random stranger come up and just kiss me, I'll be like, okay, appreciated, but okay.
This is boundaries, yes. Okay, oh, fantastic. And with social media and growing and Sophie Turner. Sophie Turner. And then I take it you still carried on did you start then making Sophie Turner lookalike videos, or did you carry on making your own kind of content, or because it's also, is it cosplaying you do?
I do cosplay now, yeah. I got into that because of that as well.
Oh really?
Yeah. I mean, I've always loved to do like kind of like dressing up and cosplay anyway, because like me and my dad, we used to go to what was it called, the one that is in London, Comic Con, yeah.
Comic Con.
So I love all that kind of stuff anyway, but I never really like tried it out until this, and then I was like, you know what, I'll give it a go.
Okay.
So I started like cosplaying and stuff, but then I also came up with an idea of I'm going to cosplay as every ginger character that I can think of.
No way!
Yeah.
I was talking to someone about this the other day, and I didn't know someone had even done it. So you've cosplayed every ginger character.
I'm trying to. Yeah, there's a lot.
Is there?
There's so many.
Okay, and then when you cosplay a ginger character, and then do you make those videos onto TikTok and
yeah, so I do like transitions and stuff like that, and like I try and be creative with it, and like I really enjoy it. Sometimes I'm making my cosplay at the moment, actually I'm making a Poison Ivy, because she's kind of like a redhead and stuff, isn't she?
Yes.
So but yeah, that's kind of what I do now. I kind of like all of it just kind of like evolved over time, and now I love what I do, and it's so fun.
I love what you do, and it's so fun. And with the cosplaying side of things, do you get to create your own costumes, or can you purchase the costumes? Or
yeah, I do purchase them because I don't have the time to make anything, because I have like 5 jobs at the moment. I'm at university as well. Like,
Lord,
I'm very busy, so I don't have the time like per se. But I'm starting to try and to like find the time and make it while I can. But most of the times I do like purchase it online. But it does rack up a lot. But it is worth it. It's an investment.
It's an investment, and then you yes, okay, yes, you're kind of cosplaying, and then the videos on that, and how do you kind of like find the world of social media now that you're kind of posting videos on media? You don't, there's always the joys of people always have or comments on social media and stuff. Do they ever, almost you touched on that earlier with you want to be known for who you are rather than what you looks like. How do you sort of kind of deal, or have you faced much issues with things like that, or with...
I mean, yeah, definitely. I do get the occasional comment being like a little bit mean, but I'm also like, I don't really get phased by it anymore. I don't really, I've got very thick skin. So I'll get like, you're B-Tech Sophie Turner, or you're the Wish version of Sophie Turner and all this. I'm just like, it's fine with whatever.
It's fine. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. With social media progression, because did you say you had your account blocked or banned, or...
Yeah.
That's an interesting...
It's an interesting topic.
It's an interesting topic. It's sad because it's almost you've spent so much time. Talk a little bit through about how that kind of came about, or how that, or did you just wake up one day and your account was banned?
It was like, basically, long story short, like I had the account since I was like during COVID and stuff, and I had it for so long. So, and TikTok used to be quite like quite strict with like their guidelines and stuff, so sometimes videos would get taken down and whatnot, but I wasn't thinking much of it because I'd never do anything completely wrong. Like maybe like, I don't know what it was, but sometimes it just get taken down randomly.
Just maybe a music or copyright on music, or I think they say that with TikTok, you with kind of like points, or you can get, even if you just put like a link to a product, or it's like now the whole hashtag gifted and hashtag, you
have to be very thorough with that and saying it's an ad and stuff.
And if
I've done that now. I'm okay now, but obviously I had no one to teach me this kind of thing. But I've now like self-taught myself everything now, which is really good.
Oh, really?
But back then, not so much.
Okay, so it's almost you had the account, but you didn't quite know how to like navigate. You just wanted to post videos and have fun. You didn't realise actually what you were posting naive could actually be break some policy or regulation or something like that.
Most of the time TikTok thought I was underage as well. It would be like minor, like it would be taken down for being a minor, and I'm like, no I'm definitely not. I'm 24 years old, but okay. But obviously back then I was like maybe like 20, but I'm definitely not a minor. But a lot of it kept getting taken down because of it, and I was like,
okay,
like, that's a bit strange.
You couldn't even like give age verification or something, or...
I tried to, when it got like taken down, I was just like, look, first of all, I am like, well, I'm 24 now, but back then I think when it got taken down I was like 22 maybe, 23.
Yes.
I can't even remember now. It feels like ages ago, but yeah, when it got taken down, like I like emailed them being like appealing, being like, look, I understand where you're coming from, however, one, I'm not a minor, I'm not posting any bad content or anything like that, and like copyright or whatever, and I listed everything, and Loki used ChatGPT to help me write it.
Okay. Yes, shout out to ChatGPT.
Love ChatGPT. But yeah, and then they just were like, oh no, it's too late now or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay. That's very sad. But yeah, it hit like my account, like I've been doing it for over like 4 years. Because
COVID was a great time for like, that was a captive audience almost. You had so many people furloughed and at home. Your account must have rocketed in growth.
I feel like it rocketed actually after COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think that's because I changed my content. Like it was doing really well during COVID. I think I hit like maybe like 30k, which is really, really good.
Yes.
So it did skyrocket quite quickly. And then I started doing cosplay, then just shot up straight away. And when I had the ginger cosplay content idea, because that was more niche, and that's what like TikTok likes. They like to have a niche, whereas I'm just posting whatever I want.
That's it. So, a cat video. There's lots of cat videos.
There's so many cat videos. I have so much competition. But my cat was the best. Her name was Moon. She was great.
That's it. With the world population being 1 or 2% ginger, that was already a niche in its own own type. So, how big was the account before it got? I think it was like 100,000 or...
Yeah, I think it hit about 150,000 followers. Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty mental. I was like,
no. So you just wake up one day and your account...
Just bland, yeah. I was so sad because like a video also like that, like the night before I went to sleep, I posted, and then that started going viral, and I was like, slay, this is really cool. They wake up, banned, and I was like, not slay.
Not slay, so not slay.
No.
Okay, so wake up, and I'll say where I kind of where I'm interested with. I used to sell a lot. I had quite a big eBay business, and I think I was doing about. At one point, this was a few years back. A few years, it was about 10 or 15,000 a month. Business was great. You had it in your kind of mind. It was like, okay, I'm okay. I can afford to do X, Y, and Z, or I can buy this, or I can do that. Because eBay, and then literally I remember exactly where I was. I just picked up some model aeroplanes, and I was in my car, and I was driving back, and I got an email through from eBay saying your account's being suspended.
Oh no. Oh, that makes my heart drop.
And it's just like, that's not, so probably in a similar, it's like, that's not true. That's not true. And it's like that, and I think that's what's weird, that's that kind of, that reality thing, is that one app or that one login or that one account means so much to your life. That was my income, that was my business, that was my job. And all of a sudden that's
Gone, yeah.
Gone. And that's gone. And then that was bad. I think a week later my car broke down, but I didn't have any, I was skint because I had just I couldn't earn, I had no platform to sell anything.
Oh no.
So I had to start again, like with a new account. So I started using Facebook to sell items and stuff. And then that, over the time, that built up. But eBay was quite good because all you have to do is take a photo, list it, sell it. Easy.
Yeah, whereas Facebook, you have to like go back and forth with commenting and stuff, don't you? Yeah.
That's it, commenting and messages, and you're on Facebook groups and your stuff gets, because it doesn't meet community guidelines or...
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like a nightmare. I'm so sorry that happened. I can feel that pain, honestly.
So that's the when you say your account got banned, it's like, damn. But you sort of just have to kind of reinvent yourself or just start. So did you start? You must have started again.
Yeah, I started again. Like, I was very sad about the account being deleted, but I was like, it's fine. Like, things happen for a reason, I guess.
Yes.
But I was at uni, so I decided to like focus on university for a while. So I didn't start straight away.
Oh, so you almost kind of dealt with the heartbreak of accounts banned, but you didn't.
I didn't snap back straight away just because I was at uni and I had like loads of deadlines and everything anyway. So I was like, okay, well, I can focus on my university, do good at that, and then I'll come back during the summer. So I decided to come back last summer and like really focus on my new TikTok.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, like I posted every day, I make content every day, I'd make like scheduling, planning and everything.
Really?
Like I put so much effort and work into it.
Elise, I didn't realise, shall I call you Elise or Foxy?
Either or's fine.
Either Foxy, or even how did the name Foxy come about?
Oh, that's a very weird story actually.
Oh, shall we leave that story for another day? Or?
Oh no, it's fine.
We'll talk about, okay.
Yeah, so basically it's really strange. So when I was like 13,
yes,
like me and like a group of friends were like making nicknames up for each other and stuff.
Yes.
And there's this one girl that just, I don't know why, she just didn't like me, and we just didn't get along. I can't remember why, but it just was happening. I was like, whatever, it's fine. And then she turns around to me and she knew at the time I actually had a phobia of foxes.
Really?
Yeah.
How does one find out they've got a phobia of foxes?
She passes out randomly when she sees one. Like I used to like be so scared of foxes. So I used to have a recurring dream when I was like little, and then every time I'd ever see a fox, I'd just pass out like
really?
that. Yeah.
God,
like
mine was drain hole covers.
Drain hole covers.
Like drains in the road. I was terrified. I thought.
Oh no.
I remember I was terrified. I don't know why. I just thought I'd like fall through them into like a different universe or like through a portal.
Like Rick and Morty.
That's it. I just thought I'd be stuck underneath the drain cover or something.
Oh my God.
But yours were foxes.
I feel like yours is way worse because they're everywhere.
And it sucked when it came crossing the road, and your mum had you on reins. Did you ever have rein? Like
like a lead?
Like a lead, or like
harness.
Harness.
Yeah.
Because I used to love it. I used to love running away and just
same.
getting up. So my mum had these things. So I'd always get dragged across the road with my mum, or by my mum. That sounds almost like child abuse. I'd get dragged across the road by my mum, but over the drain hole covers, and she didn't know, and I was like.
Yeah, your mum probably looking down. It's like, why are you crying now?
Why are you crying? Because there's a drain.
But you're okay. You've got over the phobia now, or it's still a thing?
No, we've got over.
That's good.
We've worked through it.
Had so much therapy to get over it.
Me and the drain covers. We're okay now, Foxy.
Buddies.
So you just thought, I'm going to call myself Foxy.
Yeah. So like, she knew I had like a huge phobia of foxes, and she was like just being mean to me. She was like, you know what, your name should be Foxy, and everyone just laughed because everyone knew I had a fear of foxes, and I was like, you know what, good idea.
I was going to say, no, it's a nice name. I like it. It's good.
Yeah, it's definitely different because I think she was trying to be mean to me because she's like, I'm going to call you Foxy, or we should call you Fox because you look like a fox with like ginger hair or whatever. And she was just trying to be mean, and I was like, you know what? I'll take it. I'll own it.
Yes.
You know what? Why not? And thank you very much for that little high school bully.
That's it, Foxy. Okay, I love it. Love that. Although now we were talking about foxes and drain covers, and I can't remember what I was talking about.
Oh gosh, I can't remember either.
No, it was just going so well, and now it's like, now we're talking about foxes and
Drains
and drains and everything, and the whole conversation. It's just got. Oh, that's it. Your social media name, Foxy, and your planning schedule, and so there's actually maybe people see the content you post. People see the content you post or the videos you post, but maybe there's like you plan a whole schedule of what you're filming, when you're going to post it, and it's just you. You don't have like a video team or an editing team.
Me.
Just you.
Just me. I can say that I'm self-created, I guess.
Yeah, you've had to learn everything. Really, you made the videos, you found out what works, and then you edit the videos. I take it you've got to refine the editing. And then when it comes to posting, you need to find the right times to post it, or the right platforms to post it, or the right captions or hashtags.
Yeah, there's a lot of progress of like actually like one, starting all over again, and then two, trying to like get back on the algorithm. And like I did so much research, like I really worked hard for it. Like I did all the hashtags and what times to post and what to post, and all the trending sounds that you have to find as well. Like, and then
really?
I also
tell me about trending sounds. So is that like popular sounds that are?
Yeah.
Almost, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. So like with the trending sounds, it'll be like, like you can kind of have to try and spot the trending sounds. Like you'll go through like your TikTok, and then you'll see like a trending sound, and someone's like making a video to it. And then you go into the trending sound, and then if it has like from like maybe 1,000 people using it to like 10,000, perfect timing to like create a video using that sound.
Okay, sorry,
that's
1,000 to 10,000.
1,000 to 100,000 maybe.
1,000 to 100,000.
It's quite varied.
That's
yeah.
That's a big gap.
Oh no, I said 10,000 to 100,000. Sorry.
My bad. Okay, yes.
That's my fault. About that, I think. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So between about 10,000 and 100,000, that's that. Okay, so
it's a margin, when like a video is like can go more viral, basically.
Okay, so you almost kind of have to. It's almost like you're doing stocks and shares, or you're on the stock. You sort of think. Now's the perfect time to go. Go. And I take it you can't leave. If you spot that, you've got to make the video almost immediate. You can't leave it till tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah, you can leave it a couple of days and stuff, but it's best to try and like do it like there and then. So that's why I was like creating content every day, just to like really keep up with it. Yeah.
That is interesting, because a few people, kind of other people who make TikToks and stuff, it's almost, it can be kind of like life consuming, because they're just spending their time. In order to stay relevant, they've got to find the latest trends or the latest thing. But that must come with an awful lot of research.
Yeah, you can do a lot of research with like Google, ChatGPT, doing it on TikTok. But the thing with TikTok, because it's such a good algorithm, you'll get sucked in there for like hours on end. And I remember being like, okay, I'm going to start making my content today. I'm just going to go through it like for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I end up being on it for like hours on end. And I'm just like, oh God, no, I'm enjoying myself. Stop. It's meant to be work.
It's just like easy. It's easy watching. Then kind of, you probably might get the same feeling once you've taken that off. It's like, oh no, I've wasted a whole day just
scrolling. Yeah, because it's such a good algorithm. Like it shows me exactly what I want. And I'm just like, I get so sucked in. But it happens to all of us. Now I put a half an hour time schedule.
Oh, can you do that?
Yeah, I put a timer on my phone.
Smart. Okay.
Yeah, and then as soon as that timer's off, I put my phone down, start creating content.
I love that. Okay.
It's taken me a while to actually like start organising like my life and like doing it a certain way, but it's so much healthier and better now. It's taken me some time, but I've got there.
It's taken you some time, and if you could give like any tips to either your younger self or anyone starting out in like making videos on social media, would you have like any advice for them, or maybe I say even kind of maybe parents who are worried about their kids spending too much time scrolling through social media?
Yeah.
Would you have like any top tips for them, or just to put you on the spot?
Yeah, I definitely say put a timer on. That definitely helps, and really like dedicate yourself to the timer. Like don't do a me where like, you know, when you wake up and you like have your alarm, you snooze it. Don't snooze that alarm. Don't snooze that.
Okay.
Stick to the plan. Like do like half an hour scrolling, enjoying yourself.
Okay.
It depends if you're only doing it for enjoyment or if you're doing it for like a work. Like if you want to become an influencer, but either way, definitely put a timer on it, or else it's just going to consume your entire life. Like it's like a wormhole.
You just sort of get. I think that's actually a really good. And I think you might be the first person to have said that. It's great, do it, but just set yourself enjoy it for 30 minutes, and then move on, or get on with your day instead of just getting sucked into the wormhole of
Yeah, because I see so many people, and myself included, like I'm so addicted to my phone. Like it's right here.
It's literally there.
Yeah, I have actually started like not being on my phone recently. Actually,
Yes.
like I will put like timers on myself for like obviously for like TikTok, for Instagram, everything like that, and then I'll just put my phone away. I
Okay.
even went phone free for a whole week as well, just to make because I realised that I'm so indulged in my phone because it's also my work, so it can get very interconjoined.
Interconjoined. And what was that like? What was that like? Just not having your phone with you or not being on your phone for a week?
It was torture.
or was it you? Because could you still look at your phone? What, you didn't like go somewhere and leave your phone at home or lock it in a safe or something. You still had it in your pocket, but
Yeah.
you just would try not to go on your phone.
I like put my phone on airplane mode. I only had it with me for emergencies.
Okay.
When I went phone free for a week, I was in Thailand. So I really wanted to because I realised that I'm so addicted to my phone, and sometimes I'm doing it for work, sometimes I'm doing it for pleasure, and I'm just like, I need to make a better schedule for myself.
Yes.
I literally went to Thailand and I've changed my entire personality.
I love that. I love that. Well, you've got to tell me a little bit about Thailand if you don't mind. So you go from creating social media, making ginger cosplay videos, and then you just decide to go to Thailand.
Yeah, I decided just like it'd be nice for a little break, and I realised that like I'm very much working all the time. Like I have several other jobs as well as like TikTok, Instagram, and that kind of thing. Like I'm also a photographer as well.
Oh, okay.
I do a lot of work. I work a lot, so much, and I'm at uni as well. But I like to realise that I need to take myself a break. Like I work too hard sometimes. I really do.
It's easy to almost kind of dig yourself into instead of a wormhole, a work hole.
Work hole. Yeah, I dig myself right into that work hole, and I just don't know how to get out. I'm trapped. But yeah, no, I realised that I was working so much. I was like, you know what, I'm going to book myself a little holiday and try and like take a breather and reorganise my life. Like
Yes.
new year, new me, that kind of vibe. So, and which I've done, yeah.
Yes, no, I like that because I think it's also kind of important. Although you're predominantly on kind of social media, you're TikTok, Instagram, and you're also a photographer as well. It's kind of also important that behind kind of the TikTok or the social media, it's still you. It's still a person who just sort of exploring the world and going away and going on holiday and.
Yeah, I'm still very like a normal person, but like I am on social media quite a lot. But I like sometimes I need to have a break, like everyone else.
Yes.
So decided to go to Thailand and find myself.
And find yourself. We love that. And would you say sometimes would you say the perspective of people who might watch videos or people, if you're in that wormhole of scroll, and you might see like the same face like pop up over and again, would you think it's sometimes like an illusion or a perspective that an illusion or a perspective of someone on social media might have their life kind of like perfect, or if you're an internet celebrity or an influencer that you've almost kind of got the perfect life? Do people sometimes think that about? One would hope one's life is perfect, but that there's still that person and that where am I trying to get? I think or maybe trying to relate is when I won the reality TV show a couple of years ago. It was like everyone was going, "Oh, you've won a reality TV show, you've published a book, you've done all of this," and it was like, "Yeah, I've done all of this, but I'm still Martin, and I'm still Martin trying to figure out
things,
that there was actually more to just that person people see on television or their phones."
Yeah, because you post things on like social media or like TV will only show you certain aspects of your life, which is completely true. Like, yeah, you've done loads of things, but there's also loads of other things behind the scenes. Like, you've got your own family, you've got friends, you've got like problems or mental health and loads of things like behind it. But you're not necessarily going to see it because obviously TV, like they only show you certain things, or on social media you'll only show you certain things. Like,
yes, I like that. That makes sense. And it's just touching on the little subject there about mental health and social media. Have you the joy? Everyone talks about it, but have you had any kind of experiences or kind of anything you'd like to share on that subject?
Yeah. When it comes to like social media, like we'll post like what we want to post kind of thing, but there's obviously a huge lot of other things that behind the scenes that we won't necessarily post, not because we don't like want to, just because it's private and we don't want everyone commenting on that kind of thing.
Yes.
Like, so for me, I was like, I don't know, I think in like November, I was like kind of like depressed and stuff. Like, but no one's going to notice that because what I post on social media, because I'm still working, I'm still doing my cosplaying.
You're still working.
I'm still going at it.
Yeah, you're still working away. Yes, with that spirit.
Yeah, but obviously I'll post all that kind of thing because I don't want to post like content when I'm like, oh, I can't get out of bed to stay. Like, but yeah, I was like really depressed, but I'm not going to like post it or anything. Or
that's interesting. Yes, that's interesting. And it's sometimes for myself, if I'm in that sort of, you're not feeling it. It's sometimes quite easy to sort of maybe, and I know quite a lot of influencers that do it when actually they're not feeling their worst, or when they're feeling a bit down or feeling in the dumps. That's when they try and post like the most, the opposite. They post the opposite to what they're feeling.
I think it's because a lot of people, for me at least, like sometimes I'll post loads of stuff, but I'm feeling a bit down that day. But it's also almost a reflection on my brain being like, oh, I'm doing really well, or I've done this or something. So sometimes I feel like it's almost a trick some people's brains being like, almost like motivation. It's like, I posted this, I'm doing good, and then you can like try and make yourself feel a bit better.
I really like that perspective. I really like that perspective.
But it's not necessarily for the viewers; it's also for you as well. Like I post for me.
You post for you.
I post for me.
You post for you. No, and I think that's actually quite important. That's an important. I really like that. Is you post for you, and you do you, instead of that's it. Not kind of like not catering for the audience. You listen to the audience, but you don't kind of.
Yeah, I won't ever get sucked into something that I don't want to do.
Yes.
Like I'll do what I want to do, and I'll post for whatever I want to post, and like
I love that.
I think it's definitely something. If you want to be like an influencer or a content creator, you need to post whatever you want to post. Don't ever get sucked into posting what you don't want to post. So I feel like a lot of people do that sometimes. Yeah.
You do that, and kind of with your social media journey, or with your second account now when it's growing and stuff, you've got to go to events and various.
Yeah.
What was that how's that kind of feeling of you've been making videos, making content, and then what happened? Do you kind of get reached? Do you start getting kind of reached out to attend things, or maybe promote things, or management companies? What's that journey like?
It's very interesting. So like sometimes with products and stuff, I do my own emails and everything like that. So I'll email businesses that I know that I'm really into, and I know I want to show their products off because I already have their products, like their clothing or something like that. Yeah, I do everything myself. I do sometimes get emails from companies, but I won't post it if I don't know as much. I don't want to post something out there that I don't know.
Yes.
That's scary.
That's it. No, that's it. That's really interesting to hear, because a lot of perception people see. And it's really great having this conversation. People see on social media, or they're having that, and they just think stuff gets given to you, and you get instantly £20,000, £30,000, £50,000.
Oh, I wish. That'd be so good.
That would be so good. But I didn't realise that actually there's I really like that kind of marketing strategy. Almost, it's like you're using their products already. Yeah. There's no harm in sending an email off to the company saying, "Hey." Yeah.
Like, do you want to do a little thing here? I like your products anyway. Like, let's do a little collaboration.
A little collaboration. And would you have any advice on such little collaborations and stuff, or how to navigate it?
Yeah, so like I feel like when you become like a micro influencer, you really have to put the hard work in.
Okay.
Yeah, because I still class myself as a micro influencer. So like, I put all my hard work in. Like I'll make like a template, and then I'll add in more of a special message to that brand to dedicate it to them.
A personalised. Like, instead of going, "Hey, how are you?" It's, "Hey, Elise. How are you? I'm reaching out.
Love your products." I'll also sometimes send off like templates of like my Instagram, being like, I can make this content for you. You can also use it for your Instagram or TikTok or anything like that. So they can really understand that I put a lot of work in, and then they can decide whether my content's right for them. Not just because my followers, but they can also use it for their own like Instagram and TikTok. Yeah. So I definitely feel like if you are, a good advice would be, if you're like a micro influencer, really put the hard work, make a template, maybe even like attach a photo of what you can create, and make sure it's dedicated to that brand. That's the advice I'd give.
I am genuinely speechless. That's incredible. That's incredible with all that work behind the scenes that you're kind of working away, and with events and things like that. Or what's the most what's the most random thing that's happened to you as a result of like...
I still think meeting you at the Trolls event.
I love that, okay.
I thought it was so random because I got a message from like, I also do have a manager now, and he's absolutely lovely. I love him to pieces. He's so lovely. But like he messaged me being like, oh, we've got this event. And I was like, hell yeah, why not?
Let's
I'm not
go.
doing anything. And it was on that day as well. So that's why it was so random. It was like a Trolls Disney event. I was like, slay, I'll go, yeah.
Slay, you'll go. And had you been to many events before? Because that's when we first met, and that was only...
That's how we met, yeah.
A couple of months ago. Was it November or was it October? I
think it was August or October, maybe.
Time has gone so quickly.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't November.
And then it was Ginger Night for your birthday.
Yeah,
that's October. It must have been early October then.
Yeah, it must have been
early October 2023. Okay, I love that. And had you been to many events before the Trolls?
Yeah, I've been to quite a few. I feel like the biggest one I went to is when I had my big account, and they reached out to me, and it was an event where they took a bunch of influencers, went all the way to Manchester, and they like hired out like a little party bus. Party bus went to this mansion. It's like £3.2 million mansion.
That's quite a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. I was like, I do not belong here, but okay.
Yeah,
I'm still slaying. I'm still slaying. But anyway,
I love that.
But yeah, you'd go to all the way to this mansion basically, and they were giving out free vapes, free drinks, free everything. Like it was so good. They had a pool there. They had a little rodeo thing. What was they called?
Oh, like bumper cars, balls. Oh, but ball
ride thing.
That tips you up and down, and
that one.
That's it. Like a rodeo or something.
Yeah,
I don't know the correct name.
Yeah, they had that rodeo there. They had like a little mini like bar drinks, and they had like an igloo. Like you go into the igloo, and it was like a nightclub, like an inflatable igloo thing. It was so cool.
Fantastic.
Like I went there and I was just like, this mansion is beautiful. They've done this, everything's so lovely. Like I just did not deserve. I did feel like I did not need, like I just feel like I wasn't meant to be there sometimes. Okay. I was like, this is a lot. Yeah, that was really fun. And then afterwards we all went to like another party bus, and then we all went to a nightclub afterwards.
Fantastic. And then you're just somehow thinking, how on earth
am I here? What the hell? I have no idea to this day how the hell like I was there, honestly. But I met some amazing people there. I would like to try and speak to them a little bit again, but everyone's so busy with their influencers as well, like trying to
pinpoint influencers down. It can be a tricky one, especially even reaching out to people on here. It's like, do you want to do? No, I can't. No. And I think some people are just sort of just genuinely terrified of what might happen, or questions you might ask, or something. So it's just like, okay, just...
To be fair, same. I'm very much an overthinker. I was like, oh my gosh, what if I say something wrong? Oh god. something. Yeah. Get cancelled or something.
Something, you say something, it's like, no. It's just always... I think it's always just say yes. Always have like an open mind and just like say yes to opportunities and just...
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to like say yes to pretty much everything.
That's
without any danger, obviously.
Without any bungee jumping.
Oh, you know what? I would do that now.
You'd do that now?
Last year, I wouldn't do anything like that. And this year, I'm like trying to conquer a lot of my fears.
I love
that.
I
went zip lining. I'm terrified of heights. I did it on my own as well.
Okay.
And I've never driven a car or anything in my life.
Really?
And I decided to do a quad bike when I was in Thailand because I thought I need to conquer these fears. I need to live a life.
Just over. What was the fear of driving a car? Just being in control of a car, or just...
it's kind of, I don't know, just a lot of things really.
Just a lot of things, yes.
I also, I had like a few people that in my life that actually passed away from car crashes. So every time I've gone to like go to drives, like I had like my uncle and then like loads of,
oh Lord, I'm sorry, I didn't realise. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Like, so like, because I've had people like that I know have passed away from car crashes, I just got so scared. So I've never tried to do it.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm just also a terrible driver, I think. I was terrible at Mario Kart. So I'm like, if I'm bad at Mario Kart, I probably shouldn't be on the real road. You shouldn't
be driving. No, that's it. Yes, yes. At least, I guess instead of Mario Kart, instead of like driving over bananas, you've sort of just got people randomly crossing in front of you, or bicycles and cyclists.
Yeah, that's way worse than a banana.
It's just like, no, yes,
yeah. I decided to try and do some driving. I actually really enjoyed it. Like,
I love
that was a huge step for me.
Yes, and advice on conquering one's fears. They always say just do it. Would you say that's true, or...
Can I swear?
You can swear, do what you like.
Say fuck it, why not?
Yes!
Because you only live once, like YOLO.
YOLO, yes. Yes, that's it. And if you don't do these things, it's just like, just own it. Just have some fun. Just like, stay true to who you are, but just have Like,
yeah, as long as you're not hurting anyone, you're not hurting yourself, then fuck it, why not?
Yes.
Like, you're only going to live once, and you're going to look back on these memories. Even if it, like, something goes wrong or something like that, you can look back at that memory and be like, at least I actually tried it, and it's a memory.
Yes.
And if it goes really well, you'll be like, oh, I've done that, that's great. And you can tell your kids or your friends and family.
And you can pass that advice on to other people that actually just do it, just kind of conquer your fears. So I think it kind of...
When it comes to social media as well, like, I feel like a lot of people don't want to post because they're so scared of what other people are going to say. And like when I was at school, like, a lot of people used to comment like things like being like, oh, it's a bit weird that you're making video stars and upload it to YouTube, and being a bit mean. But you know what? I always thought in the back of my head, fuck it. If I'm enjoying it and I'm not hurting anyone, why not carry on? And now I'm like doing a podcast and I'm doing loads of really cool stuff. I love
this.
Now.
This is the highlight of your career, being on Martin's podcast.
It is. This is great. I've never done podcasts. I'm like slay.
Slay. That's it. Well, welcome. Yes. Okay. No, I like that. That's it. That's an interesting. It was kind of like an interesting thing. So sort of kind of Elisa's top tips, if you could like round this all up, is sort of limit the amount of time, almost like 30-minute timers onto TikTok. Conquer your fears. Don't listen to other people as long as you're okay, and just say fuck it, do it. Why not?
Yeah, fuck it.
I love that. And kind of to round that all up, any points, or is that sort of, have we kind of touched on?
Yeah, I was trying to think.
Have a think.
Yeah, when it definitely comes to like other people, what people say, like, you should never like overthink it. Just do what you want to do, kind of thing as well.
Yes.
Yeah, because like when I was in school, like some people would say certain things, and I was just like, I don't really care. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yes.
And like I even had like, oh gosh, here we go. I even had an ex like turn around to me and was like, we were like trying to discuss how to like move like my stuff about, basically.
Okay.
And he was just getting very like annoyed, and I was just like, whatever, it's fine. And then I'm like, look, I'm really stressed at the moment, like I've got loads of things going on.
You've got 5 jobs, you've got university.
I have 5 jobs, I'm at university, and like I have a whole load of other stuff that's going on behind the scenes as well. And he just goes, oh well, you're at uni, you don't actually have a real job.
Oh.
I was literally like, what?
Damn.
He never expressed that in our relationship at all, but as soon as we came out of it, he said that, and I was just like, right, okay, like I'm still not going to ever let that affect me.
Yes.
But that was harsh. Like
that was harsh, and actually that's an interesting thing to potentially touch on as well with social media, or kind of like or influencing, or kind of your other jobs. Or kind of, no matter, it's quite often people come out with the line, it's not a proper job, or...
Oh, I hate that so much.
I have...
How do you feel about it? It's horrible.
So many times. I have it. I'll list... Oh, here we go. Quite literally, here we go. It's sort of like, when will you get a proper job? Don't forget where you came from, or remember we're your friends, or remember this, and it's just like... I know that, but I'm trying to... I want to live my own life, and I want to try and make my own life, and I want to try and do... I don't want to be, as you say, that one life, and you don't want to be like at that point where it's like, I don't want any regret. So if it's like you might feel a little bit uncomfortable, just do it. Just like, you'll learn. If nothing else, you'll at least learn something. It might not be a good learning lesson, but you'll learn something from it.
Yeah, I think it's always good to like learn things like every day, like, because that's going to become the person you are today. Like the person I am today, I'm really like happy, I'm really comfortable, I'm actually really happy. Like a couple months ago I wasn't, but because I've had so many things go on and they've not been great, but I've learned from them. Like I'm a much more organised and happy person and everything like that because of all these like stuff that's happened.
Little kind of stronger, stronger bits. No, I love that, and I think that's a fantastic way to sort of wrap up this fantastic episode. Thank you.
I do. That does bug me when people say it's not a proper job.
It's just...
I understand where people come from, because you'll see like a 30-second video online and you'll be like, oh, it's only 30 seconds, and take 30 seconds to film it or whatever. Like people overanalyze it, but I'm like, that's not how it is.
I think maybe, actually, yes, instead of just wrapping up, we could just quickly analyse. Someone says not a proper job, but if we step back in the steps, for like one TikTok video or like one brand deal you might do, some will go, it's not a proper job. But just let's look into like the work you've done. You've spent however many years trying to create that channel. You've then researched the video, or you've done your research on kind of like TikTok to find something that's trending. From that, you've had to create the content, design the content, edit the content, publish the content. That's a lot of
And also you've got to deal with if there's any backlash. You've got to deal with all the comments, like mental health, and then if it's not doing well, like it can really affect you. Like there's so many steps in like social media. Like I remember like one of my exes was like, he'd be like, oh, you're in bed all day, what are you doing? I'm like, no, I'm doing all this stuff.
Yes.
I'm doing research, I'm doing so much stuff, like, and it's not a proper job. And I'm like, no, it's all like down to me, and it's like my own business almost. Like it's my own baby.
Yes, maybe people would say that because it's not you're not building or there's maybe so as it's all on when you start the day, your phone is a phone. When you finish the day, your phone is a phone. But you've not created something in terms of building a house, but you've created a video, or you've edited, or you've refined something, or you've sent emails, or you've refined a brand, or reached out to a brand, or created an idea. So much steps,
yeah. There's so many steps that people don't realise. But also at the same time, I've worked a 9 to 5. Like that's also hard. But being an influencer is also hard. Or everything is it's so difficult.
It's just hard.
You just got to choose what you like, and you got to choose what you like, and just go with it. Really.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting point hearing about social media, and just touching on the social media subject a little bit. How have you found like mental health? I know that can be quite a deep question or a deep thing, and a lot of times it gets almost kind of buried away because people don't want to talk about it. But kind of touching on the mental health side of things with social media, is there anything you'd like to share?
Definitely.
On that?
I definitely feel like there is, because obviously my TikTok is all cosplay and my Instagram is all fashion. So I don't really have time, like I don't really post like too much about like mental health or anything, but I feel like I want to, and I'd also love to say something about mental health, because it's such a big thing. Like it doesn't get talked about. It does get talked about more now, but it should be talked about more sometimes.
That's it. And I think with mental health, yes, we can definitely talk about that, and I think it's also interesting hearing it from someone like yourself, or definitely someone like from yourself, from your own personal perspective. And I think it's almost kind of breaking down that barrier as well, is that a lot of times people might see you're at an event or on social media or stuff like that, and they think you've got the perfect life, but actually kind of breaking that down with mental health. How have you kind of found, or any struggles you've had, if you don't mind?
Yeah, so I've definitely had a lot of struggles. Like obviously when my account got deleted, that was huge. Obviously that was also like part of like an income. That was a progression. That was almost my portfolio. That was like my little baby.
Yes, you worked hard to create that baby.
Yeah.
It is, you own that baby.
I did own that baby.
You own that baby.
TikTok killed it.
Damn.
But yeah, no. But yeah, well, I can't remember what I was saying now.
Just sort of like the struggles with mental health, or potential struggles with mental health with your TikTok account being banned.
Yeah, so that was like really like sad. That was like, I kind of went my mental health a little bit down a little bit, just because that was almost like a work. I almost like got fired from a job.
Yes.
Like that was really sad.
On the spot, no warning.
No warning. Okay, there's a few little warnings, but still, it was still out of the blue. I didn't realise that was going to happen to me. But anyway, with like mental health as well, like obviously I now like start creating my content again now. It's like it can be a lot as well. It can be also very draining, because I'm having to restart everything, do it all over again, start a whole business again. It can be quite repetitive, but I do enjoy it a lot, but behind the scenes is quite like struggling.
It's almost kind of I've once heard that kind of analogy of like someone in a swimming pool or something, and you see someone's head and shoulders above water, but what you don't see is their legs.
The little feet go.
the little legs kind of kicking away. And do you have kind of ever struggle with social media, with content creation? It's like almost kind of keeping up with expectations, or keeping with kind of that you almost put pressure. It's not other people putting pressure on you. You almost put pressure on yourself.
Put so much pressure on myself, like so much, because I'm a very hard-working person. I always have been. I really want the best for myself.
Yes.
And also when it comes to like people commenting as well, sometimes I'll do the same cosplay quite a few times, and someone's like, I've already seen this, and I'm like, but I'm trying to get back in the algorithm. Some people have not seen it. You might have already seen it and stuff like that, but it can be very like mentally draining. I'm just like, I want to give what everyone wants.
Yes.
And I just want to post what I want, but it can be like quite a lot. I'm just like,
It's just quite a lot. I understand. So it's quite a lot. And with those comments, I know it's quite easy. And I had this. This is all kind of speaking. I can relate to what you There's that element of relatability with it. You try your hard, you're so best, and people say just ignore the comments, but those comments do. I think we'd both be ignoring a truth if we said those comments don't
do something. Yeah,
don't do something. They do, especially when something's not going well. You sort of think back to that time you got that comment or someone saying you're a failure, you should give up, or you should.
Yeah, it's very mentally draining. Like, it's like feeling like to deal with like some bullies. But I also have loads of people that are so nice on my TikTok. Like back a couple months ago, like I would go through my phone and like be really interactive with my followers. Okay. Maybe a little bit too much, because like I'd always interact with them all the time, and I spend a lot of time with doing that. Yeah, and it was so lovely. But sometimes I also do that with the trolls as well, and I'm like, I shouldn't have done that.
Is that? Oh, you'd actually respond to troll? Sorry, you would respond to the wrong person almost, or actually, sometimes with comments as well. People comment on videos, but probably don't actually expect the actual creator to respond.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I feel like a lot of people like don't realise that I'm going to actually respond, but because I'm such a small account and I'm really trying to build my way up and build my like fan base and be appreciated, because I appreciate everyone that follows me and helped me to get to the place I am today. That's why I want to like comment back a lot of the time. But I've now decided that I'm just gonna ignore anyone that's like said anything rude, or I just delete their comment.
Oh, you just delete it? Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, I do that now. I'm just like, well, thank you for the comment. You've helped my algorithm. You've done my job.
Yes. They've commented, they've boosted your thing, but now just sort of cut ties. Because there's however many millions or billions of people on TikTok, so you can do without that odd.
You kind of end up like zoning it out as well. Like if anyone wants to become like an influencer or anything like that, you really do have to like have a strong thick skin. Just delete the comments if you want to, or leave it. Don't respond back.
Don't respond, delete it, don't respond back. I like that. And is there any comments sometimes that you get, or is there any myths or comments you get? I know we've touched on like the not a proper job one, but do you ever kind of get almost like a comment where you just wish people could understand a little bit more? Almost someone's made a comment out of naivety, or almost just their lack of understanding of the situation, or like a cosplay, or like the time and effort that goes in. Do you ever get, and you just like a myth you'd like to disprove? Or
like a lot of people think I'm posting the same thing, but that's just the algorithm showing you what you want to show. So a lot of people are like, oh, you only post like Sons of the Stark like content, and I'm like, no, I have like 10 other content like costumes as well that I do post, but the algorithm just doesn't like it sometimes. So I want everyone to understand that like I'm not just posting that, but I'm posting so much other more creative stuff. It's not my fault.
Yes, it's not your
it's definitely not my fault. And then like I can't remember what I was going to say
now. No, that's it. We were just talking about myths or anything you'd like to disprove on social media, or just comment. So yes, it's not you're just doing your best. You're creating your own content. You put it onto TikTok, and TikTok look after the...
Yeah. It's also like, oh, hello.
Oh, the phone
it wants me back.
Yes.
I've also had a lot of comments recently being like, where are you on social media? Because I had a social media break. For like a month and a half, I think it is now. It's a very long break.
Oh, really? And that was not posting on TikTok or you just upped and left, you disappeared?
Yeah, I feel a bit bad. I did post on my Instagram to let everyone know, being like, look, I'm going through some stuff. Like, I don't want to be on social media right now. I just want to process what is happening to me right now and become the better self that I am. That's also why I went to Thailand and went phone free for a week. And now I'm back to... better than before.
Better, yes. That's
I feel great.
You've progressed, and yes, that's it. It's just.
But yeah, no. So a lot of people have commented on my like TikTok recently, being like, "Where are you? Where have you gone?" and everything like that. And like when it comes to like mental health and stuff, like I was going through quite a lot back in November.
Yes.
Like I had like a whole list of things that was going wrong in my life.
Oh,
I was just like, I got really depressed, and I didn't realize that I was getting depressed until something really bad happened, and then I realised, oh my gosh, I've been depressed this whole time. I need to snap out of it.
It's almost kind of that accumulation you're keeping up. In some way, you put so much pressure upon yourself, and then it's like you get to that point where it's like, actually, this is just stupid.
That's why I needed that break, because I was really depressed for a while. Something really bad happened, and then I decided I need to focus on myself and not focus on my work, and decide how I can go around work, around myself, and do well with my mental health. That's why I've taken a break. But I hate when people message me being like, where have you gone? But I'm like, I'm going to come back. I'm just sorting my life out, and I'm just trying to like organise everything.
Organise. I had a guest on a little while back, and I really loved the comment she said. It's like, before you even, just love yourself. Just like, even almost like, her line was just date yourself, basically. So if you
I am
wanna
dating myself right
date
now.
on yourself, that's it. If you want to go on holiday, go on holiday. If you want to go to a fancy restaurant, go to a fancy restaurant. Just do what you want to do without the expectations or the pressure of other people. Live your own life, and don't live the life that you think other people think you should be.
Yeah, that's
living.
that's what I've kind of like realized in the past like month or so.
Yes.
Like I've actually started like getting my life back together now. I've even made myself a schedule. Like every day I wake at 8 a.m. I do my yoga and I plan my day, read my book, everything like that. And I'm like really loving the way that I'm living right now. But I wouldn't be the way I am right now if I didn't have that social media break for like a month and a half.
Yes.
Because now I've organised my life and I feel a lot better. Like my mental health is going. So
yes,
I feel great again.
You've seen clarity. No, I love that. That's brilliant, Foxy or Elise or Have. We'll refer to you. we'll refer to you. I think on that note, we're unfortunately a little bit out of time for today. But thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
You've been absolutely fantastic.